Scale drawings. At the end of today's lesson, you will be able to solve scale drawing problems using proportions. What is a scale drawing? Well, a scale drawing is a smaller or larger version of an actual object. Replica just means version. A couple ways that you can use scale drawings are maps. You are driving somewhere or you're riding in a car somewhere. You can't actually have the actual size of a road in front of you, so we use a scale drawing, a smaller version. 3D models. Maybe if you like to do model cars, you can have a smaller version of an actual car. To compare the two objects, the model versus the actual, we use what's called a scale or a ratio. We are comparing the size of the model to the size of the actual real version. Most of the time, you will use it in fraction form. We take the model size and we put that in the numerator, and we put the actual size in the denominator. We can determine the length of an actual object from a scale drawing by using proportions. As you remember, proportions are two fractions that are equal to each other. Here's what our fractions will look like. Notice both of the model sizes are in the numerator. Both of the actual sizes are in the denominator. This fraction right here represents the scale or the ratio, something that you will most likely be given. The fraction on the right is talking about a specific object in the problem. To solve the proportion, once you have all of your information substituted into the fractions, you would simply use cross products. Multiply diagonally, and then you would divide to find your answer. The scale of an architectural drawing for a movie theater building is 1/2 inch is equal to 3 feet. Find the actual length of the movie theater given that the drawing distance is 10 inches. We are going to use our scale, and we are going to turn that into a fraction. We have 1/2 inch over 3 feet, and I'm going to put my labels in here just so it helps me stay organized. And I'm going to make it equal. What's equal on the other side? My inches have to stay with inches, and I'm comparing my model, which is right here, to the actual size of the theater. So my model is 10 inches. I'm going to write 10 inches up at the top of the fraction. I'm looking for the actual length of the movie theater. So that will be my x. I'm going to cross multiply, so I'm going to take my 1/2 inch and multiply it by x. I'm not going to include my labels anymore because that would make it a little confusing. And that's going to be equal to cross multiplying in the other direction. 3 times 10. And that gives me 30. From here, I will divide both sides by 1/2, so that way I can get the variable alone. X is now alone, and 30 divided by 1/2 is 60. And then you want to include your label of feet.